So here's our hack job Sandblaster setup. Basically the gun we're using today is this $30 Power Fist Princess Auto gravity fed gun. It's literally just put the sand in the hopper, switch the switch to on when you're ready to go, squeeze, and then sandblast out the tip. We're going to be using this really old air compressor that might not be able to provide enough air for a proper sandblast. But what we're going to be sandblasting today is Ali's tow hook. Now this used to be a pretty nice neochrome tow hook, and this is after one Canadian winter. It's literally caked with salt. Like, the salt adds a new layer, and I can barely scrape it off with my finger. So yeah, it's pretty nasty. So we took it off for obvious reasons. We're going to be sandblasting it, priming it, and painting it with something a little more durable than this Chinese neochrome finish. Anyway, so the setup we're using for today is also kind of hack job. I want to go to Walmart or something and grab a Tupperware, a clear one with a clear lid and clear sides, and then use a hole saw, drill 2 holes, and get some nice thick rubber gloves to make like a proper Sandblaster setup if you've ever seen them before. But for today we have this recycling bin and an old piece of like glass from Ali's RSX. So it covers up pretty much everything except for this little hole here. But for that reason I'm going to be wearing some safety goggles, and of course I'm going to be wearing some heavy duty welding gloves to protect my hands from the sand. And we're going to be using this 2030, not quite sure what the weight means, but just the cheapest sand I can find for this gun. And so let's go ahead and hook it all up and see if we can make that tow hook a little prettier. Alright, so I'm going to start off by just moving the glass aside here. And we're probably going to feed the gun air source through this little handle so that we can close the lid with the gun in there. Make sure the fitting is correct. Yep, looks pretty good. Alright, so definitely not ideal. Actually, for left hand, right hand operation, that makes a lot more sense like this. Alright, now let's go ahead and maybe fill the gun up with some sand. Pretty heavy grit sand, actually. Okay. This is going to be kind of hard to film. That's kind of the best angle I could come up with. We're going to do this little small piece as a tester first. This is like the little clamp. So I'm going to try and take off all the coating as well as the salt and get it down to the bare aluminum. I think that's what it is. Alright, and I basically position the glass so that there's this little spot here for my hand to go into until I have time to do the proper hole cut thing and make it look like those containers you see in astronaut movies. Alright, here we go. So here's the end result. It doesn't look the greatest, but considering the circumstances, it actually did an okay job. If I had a better booth, I could have done it for longer, but there was so much overspray. I kind of want to wait till I have a better booth set up. And I probably should have run it at a slightly higher PSI. I did about 70 instead of 90. But basically what happened, the problem why it isn't perfect is because the salt actually ate away at the metal. So basically it took off most of the neochrome, which is what I wanted. Everything else I'm probably just going to take off with a wire wheel on my bench grinder. But anyway, there's that piece. So I'm going to do the other piece off camera with a wire wheel probably. And then it'll be ready to paint and go back on the RSX. Now that they're both wire brushed, some of the neochrome is like inside the metal, but we can't really take it off. So We're just going to hit this with some white paint as it will accent Ali's rims quite nicely. Here we go. Well, it actually looks like it's going to start raining outside soon, so I don't want to install the freshly painted tow hook in the rain. So it looks like I'll install that in the next episode onto Ali's car, just over there. But stay tuned for the next episode where we continue dismantling the K20A2 for Ali's Turbo RSX build. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.